Morning.
Good morning.
We're outside of Acosta. That's the thing I'm clear on.
Acosta.
Acosta.
You don't go to Costa, although you've been twice.
Yeah, well, they have a chai latte and, a place to sit and cogitate and think and stuff. But, yeah, we're a couple of miles outside of Chester.
So it's lovely here, but we're quite near the road, which is quite noisy, but not really that much to bother us.
No, and it's a lot quieter than it would have been in sort of pub central area of Chester and everything. So we pushed up the locks yesterday. So then we proceeded out of Chester, passing through the area where you often end up mooring up, which is in the sort of row of pubs and everything along the waterfront, which is a really nice area, but can be a bit noisy at nighttime.
All in all, there's a lot of moorings to choose from in Chester.
Yeah, Chester is really well worth the visit if you're ever nearby on a boat. It's a lovely city. Both times we've been here, it's become one of my favorite cities in England. Admittedly, much like how we come off of rivers onto canals, and you're like, I miss canals, and then immediately next time we go on a river, you're like, I miss rivers, and I'm like, every time I get to a city, I go, this is my new favorite city.
No, it's more that when we get to a canal, it's like, this is our new favorite canal. But
yeah, fair enough. But Chester has grown on me every time. It's like there's something it's kind of like York in that it's got the walls and it's smaller and a little more self-contained. It's got all this history. It's got the Roman history. It's got
independent cafes and shops.
Yeah, so many little lovely little independent cafes and shops. And I found a place called Books on the Wall and a place called High Coffee Bar. And I just loved them both. It was like, okay, I can go to High Coffee Bar, have a nice little conversation with a couple of lovely Ukrainians who moved over here due to the war and have started a coffee shop. And then, on a different day when they're not open or their hours don't mix or whatever, and I'm walking around the walls, I find myself in Books on the Walls, and there's Gabriel Garcia Marquez and records to listen to. And yeah, I just, Chester. Every time I visit Chester, I come out going, why don't we move to Chester? Right? I like Chester. It's just a nice independent vibe in a small little city that doesn't feel like it's falling apart and feels like it likes itself. That's the way of putting it.
As much as I enjoyed Manchester, I'd rather live somewhere Chester-sized than Manchester-sized.
Yeah, and I get it. It's just if it comes down to sort of Doncaster or Chester, I'll go with Chester. Okay, Doncaster is lovely. It's got lots of nice things going for it and everything. Nice cathedral, good markets, Chinese, etc. But it's just a more walkable.
Yeah.
Like every morning I get up and I do this walk around the walls of Chester and I get this feeling of like I've seen something, I've done something, and I found a new little nook and cranny that I didn't find before.
Today, I think we're going to go as far as Beeston Castle. There's a good long stretch without any locks. We might end up doing locks, we might not. Don't know yet.
Yeah. Well, basically, it's Beeston Castle is the top lock of the flight there, right? So. And
also, it might be a quite nice little place to stop and go for a walk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to get back into the
walking
touristy thing. Speaking of which, walking, I'm going to walk for a little bit this morning because what with Michael doing all the locks now, I never walk anywhere. So I'm going to have a little walk this morning with George while Michael drives the boat.
We'll sit on the back and think about something.
Yeah, sure.
Probably something to do with servers or programming languages or politics or the wrath of gods.
You can think about my database if you want.
Oh yeah. Also, Joe wants to make a database. So.
Don't want to. I've been forced into doing it because there isn't one that exists that's accessible. Anyway, this mooring is lovely apart from the road.
There's bunny rabbits.
But all the boats that were here yesterday, I think there was 3 other boats, they've all gone. Have they all gone that way?
Well, this one left last night.
And
I
that was
don't
going
know.
that way.
Yeah, I think so. And this morning when we turned on our engine, the guy behind us went, I don't want to be behind them, and took off a little while ago.
But luckily there's no locks immediately, because if there was locks it would have been annoying because you could have shared the locks. But
yeah.
Anyway.
But it's a good 6 or 7 miles.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to walk at least one of them, hopefully. Assuming you're going to pick me up again.
Yeah, well, the whole question is, do I decide to stop? Like, at which point do I go, she's done enough.
She needs more exercise.
She can use a little more. I'll let her keep going. And then at some point I'll be like, I feel for George.
We do, yeah, George will want to go. You'll stop for George. You won't
Stop
stop
for
for me.
George. Yeah, no. Which is a little bit more.
We want to do more long-distance, multi-day walking.
And the only way we're getting there is to get back in shape.
Yeah, well, one of us is...
I could be in better shape.
Yeah, so could I. Anyway, should we go?
Yeah. Engine's warm, boat's ready to go, so it's just untie and go.
All right.
In his younger days, George would walk everywhere, but these days he prefers to ride on the boat and is refusing to walk today. Michael's left us behind, so it's either walk for a bit or live here forever, George. Quarry Bridge, built in 1776 when the canal was built, carries Quarry Lane over the navigation. From Christleton we're heading south on the Shropshire Union Canal. When we reach Helston Junction we'll turn onto the Golden Canal. We're heading towards the Montgomery Canal, but we're not on a strict schedule. Since we last visited there 5 or 6 years ago, another mile or so of the canal has been restored and reopened, and as we've been on this mission to go everywhere, it makes sense for us to go back and cruise that extra length. And if George can't get on our boat, then it seems like any boat will do. At the village of Waverton, we pause under Eggbridge and then Michael and I switch positions. I'll be driving and Michael's going to walk. George, of course, has chosen to board the boat with me. I'm not sure if I should admit this, but I love looking into the canal side gardens. It's probably because as much as I love boat life, I really miss having my own garden. And a garden with a mooring is surely the dream. Although if you already have that, you're clearly dreaming of the mountains. South of Waverley and we reach Golden Nook Farm and the Golden Nook moorings, where there's a line of over 100 boats stretching along the canal. The moorings are over a mile long. I dropped the boat into tick over and it's going to take us a while to pass. Golden Nook Bridge marks the halfway point on the moorings. As well as the 100 plus moored boats, there's quite a few boats out of the water on hard standing too. There seems to be a theme with the boat names along here. And just before we reach Nixon's Bridge, we finally passed the last of the boats. So we stopped short of Beeston Castle.
Bit short. Beeston Castle is kind of visible up on a hill over that way. We've stopped outside of Tattenhall Marina.
Yeah, it's not on our 20-year-old Nicholson guide, so I didn't know it was here.
Yeah. There's no marina there. Really, because it looks like it's right there. And it's on Google, and I can see it from space.
And it's full of boats.
And it's full of boats, yes. Well, I can't actually see it from space, but there are space-based cameras, which can... Never mind.
Anyway, we potentially need diesel, but I don't have the energy to go and get it right now.
No.
I kind of need to gear myself up to go into a marina.
Yeah.
So
and this is a... It looks like a very nice marina,
yeah.
but based on the presentation signs and everything, might be a little on the premium end for us.
Oh, really? So, yeah, we might find out. We might do some research and potentially go in and get some diesel tomorrow.
Yeah.
Before we carry on. So, yeah, I walked about a mile with George, and then I was like, Michael, I'm going to get on the boat now. And I got on thinking we'd have a nice cruise together. And Michael was like, I'm going to walk. So you got off and walked the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure how far I've walked today.
I know, but you know you're going to go back to Chester to get your prescription.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. My prescription's been sent to a pharmacy in Chester, and the fascinating app that is always wrong. I don't know what it is with the NHS and tech. Anyway, yeah, yesterday it told me that it wasn't approved. This morning when I looked at it, it wasn't approved yet, or at least it didn't appear to be approved yet. I was in Chester this morning. Could have waited for the
Yeah, just like an hour.
Then I was like, okay, well, I got to wait for this thing to come through, and I'll nominate a different pharmacy because it's going to take a while, and we're going to get in Nantwich in the next couple. Nope, got to go back. So
anyway, yeah, I'd forgotten that there's that farm with about 2 miles of moorings.
Yeah.
So at first I was like, oh, there's a few boats, and I passed a boat coming the other way, and they were just coming to the end of it, so they must have been really happy. And then this line of moorings went on and on. I was like, oh yeah, I remember now. And they're quite nice moorings, like a lot. Well, they've all got a little bit of land, and they're obviously allowed to do what they want because there were sheds and like summer houses and gardens and flowers and fake grass and decking and.
I think we passed it. I think when we passed it before, there was a viewer of ours that was there.
Oh, I don't know.
Or a boat we had seen before or something. I can't
Yeah.
remember. I do remember that that's where we first saw the beluga.
Yeah.
The great big
I've only
Airbus
seen once
delivery thing. Yeah, well, I'm not sure that in a post-COVID, post-tariff world it flies over all that often.
Right.
Because I'm not sure how many wings they need to deliver the A350, which I think is what they're working on now. Plus, Airbus is a consortium of companies that, pre-Brexit. Anyway, it's a long story.
Anyway, I fancy one of those moorings because then we were saying this morning that Chester's nice.
Mm-hmm.
But there's my only thought is that if you moor at one end, let's say you moor at this end, and you want to go like this way.
That's fine.
No, because if you're facing that way, you have to go all the way that way.
Yeah.
Turn around and come all the way back.
Yeah, and the turning points are like a mile in each direction.
Yeah. So that would be my only concern.
I have a feeling you pull on one of those moorings, you sit there and you start gardening on the side, and you just don't take the boat out again.
You get the bus to Chester.
Yeah. Or you walk,
Yeah.
which is what I'm going to do. Except for the fact that I now need to change my shoe because someone, who will remain nameless, decided to try and get a ball out of the area where we put the balls that are meant to go onto our mooring pins. And in doing so, someone who shall remain nameless knocked over a mug full of someone else's water onto my left foot.
I'm sure not waterproof shoes.
Very not waterproof shoes. I don't know what it is with these shoes. It's like there's these shoes that I see advertised every once in a while on a YouTube channel that I do, and they're like supposed to be made out of some fabric that makes them completely waterproof, but of course they're only for people with tiny little skinny feet, not great big bloody goose paddles like
Whereas
mine.
your boats.
My shoes will suck up moisture from miles away.
They're pretty much made of sponge.
Yeah, they're like a camel shoe somehow. Like, it just...
Which is good because if you ever get thirsty, you just wring it out.
Yeah, I could wring out the shoe. I have had to wring out these shoes quite a few times. Every time I wring out the shoe, I've realized that the main thing that'll do to motivate you to get water is go drink a canal. Like, it's cleaner than your shoe. But, it's just... It has an amazing ability to wick moisture. So this little, third of a cup of water that fall on my foot, I'm pretty sure I've got 3 cups of water in my sock now.
Well, what about me? I've got nothing to drink anymore.
That's true.
Unless
It is all your hard part. Like you are the hard done by one in this circumstance. My foot is making a squelching noise.
We're outside Stamford Agricultural Services Limited, and there's all these agricultural machines by Wiedmann?
Weidmann. German for fat guy. Not sure about that, but
Like, what is that? It's got wheels on it and spikes.
Oh, that's one of those, no. You tow it behind a tractor and it puts those spikes into the soil and it sort of
Aerates
scrapes
them.
and, aerator, not the tiller.
No, that's on the boat.
No, the tilling thing is it's
joking.
got the screw
That's
thing.
been funny.
Anyway, she's being funny, and I have a wet foot and no sense of humor.
All right.
Also, there's an ice cream farm near here.
Really close.
Yeah, but I'm saving up for the visit to Snugberries.
Oh yeah, we should go to Snugberries.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go by this ice cream farm, but it is apparently a very nice ice cream farm.
I might Google it in case I want to go by later.
Okay. You should Google it just in case you want to go by later.
All right.
I'll get back from Chester sometime around noon tomorrow. And
All right then.
So thanks for watching. Give us.
This is George's new lead that we got from.
Oh
Frank.
yeah. I'm not just doing the
It's not a
supporting
mooring.
Joe's necklaces and.
It's not a mooring line.
It's not a mooring line. It is. We were at Crick Boat Show, and Nancy the dog personally approves each of these rope leads, and they're handmade leads, and we bought one, and we got the least colorful option.
And it's nice and strong, just as George has stopped pulling on the lead.
Yeah, he doesn't pull as much as he used to.
Pull at all. I have to
Although
pull
when
in.
he anchors,
Yeah.
it's useful to be able to tow him.
He doesn't. Yeah.
When he decides that's it, I'm not going any further forward under any circumstances, you can just kind of go like,
We
all
have to
right,
pull in.
here you go. And he's like, oh, damn it, that thing's stronger than the old one.
All right. Sorry. You can finish the video now.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Comment down below, especially about my squelchy shoe. And, yeah. Something, Mel. I'm tired.
From all the walking you've done today.
No, it's the lack of sleep. But I can't
that'll
do
do it
anything
too.
about it because I got to go back to Chester.
No.
Okay.